The motorcycle club would be fun. I mean, you gotta be honest, right? Like, we took a break, we're back, and sometimes, you know, getting back into RP is like getting back into exercising after you took a break. You got to get back into the swing of things, get back in that mindset. And sometimes the best way to do it is on a brand new arc, you know. So Lang even want leadership again? It's a good question, actually. Like, Lang hasn't really been back yet. Like, we don't know what the f going on with Edgar. Like, we don't know what the f really going on with the North, you know. Where Sav's head's gonna be when he's back. 3 new MCs have formed since Lang got lost in Desert. Hey, it might be MC arc, you know. Lang has failed in every leadership role. I mean, yeah, we play Lang to be a failure of a leader. That's what makes the character, you know, fun. Is he's ultimately set up to fail. Obviously, it's repetitive because the reality is the character should have died at one point in his life. But you know, we don't perm around here. We got a career to keep, you know, alive for as long as we can. So 5.0 can make it. Well, to be fair though, in 3.0 we ran a very successful Lang, which was a lot of fun. And then in 4.0 I did want to run like a very, you know, homeless type of Lang. But people I think forget in 3.0, like, Lang was building rockets trying to go to the moon. That's how successful he was. Or quote unquote, you know, successful, right? That was definitely the peak for the character too, I think. You know, and then unlike most people, I'm willing to admit that, you know, because I understand how it goes. You have a peak, you have a valley, my boy. RP's like 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy type shit. People gotta die. I mean, it's always gonna be like the awkward, like, crossroads, like with RP, right? It's like, you know, at some points, like, characters just need to die, but you also, you know, you can never tell somebody to perma. Like, you know, why would I ever perma Lang? I mean, it's built a very successful life for me if you know, peel it back, like, you know, the layers, right? So naturally you're stuck in that kind of loop. But you're right, you know, if characters die, that'd be the best thing for most character stories, right? But that's not really how it works in RP, and it's okay too. It's not a bad thing. Like, think about like Lang's ending and for like the end of Cerberus. Like, if he died, it would have been a crazy good ending, but fuck, I ain't gonna do that. I don't get the balls for that. You know how many motherfuckers I see perma their characters and just regret it for years? Like, literally years. I can't be that guy. We thought about shoving Lang for a bit without perma. Yeah, but it's like, the thing about that is like risk calculation. Like, you have to look at it like from a risk factor, right? Like, how good is your next character? How into it do people get into, like, into the next character, right? Because it's like, you know, it's like Captain America, like, you know, Christopher Evans, you know what I mean? When he died in Marvel, like, what the fuck has he done since? You know what I mean? Captain America was him, you know? Yeah, but if I did have balls, I definitely would try, right? But it's you know, it's very, being comfortable is what humans always want to do, right? Like, it's sometimes it's obviously, you know, I'm a big believer in pushing yourself to be uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable playing Lang, right? There's hopefully, you know, a lot of RP to be had in the future, so knock on wood. There's no way you pull 1220k on Twitch again. Some crazy shit has to happen. Okay, but you gotta understand, like, I know most streamers say this and they're like, and maybe they are lying about it, but man, like, that doesn't bother me no more, guys. You know, listen, I'm a very realistic person. I understand, like, there's a peak, and then when you hit that peak, it's very hard to get there again. I'm totally cool, like, where my channel's at, where my viewers are at. Now, would growing again and like booms, it should be amazing. Of course it would, but I'm also totally cool with where I'm at. I don't wake up like regretting it.